What's going on, everyone? Talon here with Talon Collects Figures, and we are back with another figure opening here. And this one is going to be for, I guess it's Harribel, but for some reason I always called her Halibel. I don't know why, but I could have sworn that they called her Halibel. I've only watched okay, so she's from Bleach, and I've only watched the dubbed version of Bleach. I have not watched the original version, so maybe that's an Americanization of how they say her name, but definitely says Harribel on the packaging here, so I probably am going to end up calling her Halibel since that's how I remember her, but if I remember, I will call her Harribel. But anyway, here we have Harribel from Bleach, and I ordered this one a while ago, and she's actually a lot bigger than I thought. This is a 1/8 scale. I think she is actually pretty big in the anime as well. She's a big girl, so definitely translates here to the figure. She is an Espada from Bleach, and she's actually one of my favorite Espada. I actually really like the design for Harribel here. She's just a really, really cool looking character. I always thought she was well designed, and I liked her in the anime as well. Her kind of like her personality and just kind of like her views and what she stood for. So yeah, that's why I decided to pick this up. This is a figure from Alpha Omega, I believe, right? Let me see here. Yeah, so a figure from Alpha Omega. I pre-ordered her a while ago. The release date got pushed back quite a few times. I think originally she was supposed to come out in April or March or April or something like that. I only got her now in July, so I got her back in July. A month ago now, I guess at the time of recording this. I ordered her on Con EXE, and I think this is only the first, actually is this the first figure I ordered from there? Yeah, this is the first pre-order I've done there, but I think I've ordered a figure since that came earlier because it was already in stock, but this is one of the first figures that I ordered from Con EXE. They offered free shipping, so that's kind of why I decided to go with them. They're based here in the States, so I didn't have to worry about kind of like imports or anything like that. Got her for $170, which I believe was retail at the time. It's hard to tell because for some reason the website that I'm looking at says the retail for this figure was only $108. I know there's no way she ever went for $108. Because when I was trying to find her for pre-order, I was lucky to find her for under $200. So that's why when I ordered her for $170, I remember being very happy with that price because that had free shipping, so I didn't have to pay like $20 or $30 shipping to get it here from Japan. So yeah, I'm really happy with that price that I paid. And this is going to be the first figure that I've got in my collection, at least from Alpha Omega. I don't think I've ever ordered anything else from them. So I'm curious to see what the quality is going to be like for them because I've looked at a lot of their figures and they're always really expensive. So I always figured they'd be really high quality. So I guess I will see today. But yeah, here's a look at the box. Here's what she looks like. She's holding her sword there. And I guess there's, yeah, two different faces. So one when she has her mask on and one when she has it off. And then can we even... is there even an option to put up her kind of cloak there, the collar? Because it looks like it's open there. Interesting. So yeah, let's get her out of the box and see what all the pieces are. See what she looks like. Okay, so got all the pieces out here, and so here's just the pre-assembled one that was in the box there, and then we do have an extra torso here, so one with the neck kind of zipped up there for her jacket, and then we have the extra head here without the mask on. So you can see here, you can see more of her face, which I definitely prefer this look here. She does have the shorter hair though. Don't remember. I know she had a few different, looks, but I don't remember why the change. Because this is the first time that they fought her, or the first time that she was introduced in the anime. She had the mask on, and then the next time we see her, she does not have it. So I guess that was just because time has passed, so she decided to cut her hair. But anyway, yeah, there's her face. Really, really like kind of the look there. She just kind of just nonchalant, really. She doesn't care what's going on right now. She knows she's going to beat you. She's number 3. She is the third strongest Espada. And I am a sucker for girls with green eyes. So yes, really, really like the eyes there. And like I said, the torso here, which I think you can use, you know, either of the heads on either of the bodies here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, what's this on the back? Oh, that's probably for the sword, because I haven't equipped that yet. So here is the sword that has some of the energy on it, kind of flaming off, and she is known for using water-based attacks. This looks kind of like water here, except this is more of just kind of her Ryetsu. But yeah, it looks really nice, and the sword actually feels pretty good. Is that? It's pretty sharp. Is that actual metal? I think that's actual metal right here. Huh. No, it's plastic right here. Oh, it's not metal. It's just sharp plastic. So need to be careful around that. And then we have the scabbard here. Okay, so let's get a close up here now. So here she is. Come on, focus. There we go, with the mask on. She's got her arm out there. She'll be holding the sword up here. So when we get that in, and she should have, yeah, she got the same spots on the back here for putting the scabbard on. Take a look at, oh, come on, at this face here. There we go. Have her unzipped there so we can see her her branding, because every Espada has their number tattooed on their body somewhere, and she just happens to have it in a very sensitive location. But yeah, the figure looks really nice. So I like the detail in the figure. She does feel a little bit kind of light for her size, which is one thing I usually kind of judge the figures on, is just how dense or how heavy they are. That doesn't necessarily equate to better quality, but in my mind, for some reason, it does. I like the figures that kind of weigh more, because I just feel like they're more sturdy, that they're going to not be, you know, they're not as fragile, is basically the sensation that I get from those kind of figures. But one thing with this one is, for some reason, it's really loose fit right here. Like, the torso pops off very easily. I don't like how loose that fit is. Like, just wobbles, as you can see right there. So not a very tight fit, which is a little annoying. But again, it's not like I'm going to be like hanging her upside down or anything like that, where there's a chance for, you know, pieces to fall off. But I don't know. I just feel like it should have been a snugger fit. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish setting her up here. I'm going to put on the other head and the other body and see if we can get the sword attached. Okay, so got the sword attached there, but as you can see, we are still using the same torso, and that's because for some reason this particular head here does not fit on the other torso, and it's just from the hair. As you can see, the hair on the side there, how it's sticking down, that actually hits into the mask right here, so you can actually not put this head onto this torso. This head works on both of them, the one where she's got her mask on, but for some reason that one doesn't work on here, which is kind of annoying. I did want to try that out. So anyway, we have this one here now, looking like this, and then I put the sword in her hands there, which looks really nice. We put the scabbard on the back, which did not fit very well. So that's one thing I've noticed. I don't know if it's just the particular figure that I got, but a lot of the kind of joints and pieces are not fitting together very, very ideally. Like the sword right here, the peg that went into this part of the body went in just fine, but this one just refuses to fit. It's like it's not quite the right size. It's a little too big to fit into this part. Like I said, the torsos feel kind of loose in the body. The sword fits really nice, actually. I'm happy with that. This head went in fine, but for some reason, like I said, this head does not fit over there on that torso, so you can't really mix and match those. So a few things that I, you know, kind of can nitpick about, but overall, I just really like the look of this figure, though. I do really, really like this Halibel figure here. She just looks really cool. I like the pose. Now that I've added the sword, I think it looks even better. So definitely still very, very happy with this figure. It's just a few things I wish that were a little bit better on the figure here. Like I said, I would really like to be able to exchange the heads on either torso. and I would just like the fits to feel a little bit better as well. But again, that's just me nitpicking. I do like the figure. Like I said, I think it's a really nice figure. Again, it's a little more on the expensive side in terms of figures that I normally purchase. I normally like to keep my figure budget between like $100 and $120. So her at $170 was a little more than I generally spend on figures. But again, I just really wanted this character. I couldn't find any other good examples of Halibel or Harribel out there. So I just had to get this one when I saw it come back up, because I didn't mention, but this is the second run for her. So this is not a first edition. This is a second edition one. So I pre-ordered it, like I said, right when it came up, right when they announced the second run. So I think I've had her on pre-order for a good like 10 months or something like that. So it took about 10 months to get her, but the 5 months of that, or roughly 5 months of that, was a delay because she was supposed to be released, I believe, in March or end of March. So maybe in like April, she was supposed to be released, and then I didn't get her till the end or mid July. So again, that was just from delays, because they did send me emails telling me that there was a delay in them getting their supply of the figures. So I don't know if that was just worldwide or if it was just, like I said, at the one dealer that I decided to purchase her from. But either way, I got the figure. She came here really quickly after they said that she was shipped. The figure is very well packaged. As you can see, there wasn't any damage to the actual figure herself. So very happy with the end results here, and really excited to add her to my collection. This is definitely one of the bigger figures that I have in terms of real estate, so she's going to take up quite a bit. She's got she's kind of got a lot of length here. She's a tall figure compared to some of the other ones I have, because she's supposed to be 1/8 scale. And then if we look at some of my, let's see here, so these are my other figures that I would consider big for their scale, because I think she's supposed to be 1/7 scale, and she is smaller. But again, Mizaki is supposed to be a bit younger than Halibel, so you would think that she would be a bit smaller, and you can kind of tell the proportions. Why is her head so big compared to hers? And then one that I think is a little more true to scale, if I can get her over here, is this Phoenix that I have. This Phoenix is supposed to be a 1/7, and I think this is probably what a 1/7 looks like. In terms of the heads, though, their heads are pretty similar, so it's just the height. So maybe it is true to scale. Did I do I might not have done a review on this Phoenix figure yet, so I might have to do that soon. I really like this figure, so I guess preview for that. But anyway, that's going to be Halibel here. Again, very, set that down, very happy with how she turned out. And you can, of course, take off the arms right here to add on to this torso. So you just have the exact same arms, or the exact same pose with the sword there, so that doesn't change. But yeah, very happy with the figure. So let me know if any of you have this figure down below. If you got a first edition run, if you got a second edition run, if you're happy with how the figure turned out, because I'm curious to know your opinions. But overall, like I said, I would definitely recommend this figure if you're a fan of Bleach and you really like Harribel here. I think this is a great figure to add to your collection. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.